Hey guys, it's Steve here again with Apocalypse Off-Road. We got a real treat for you here today. We are here with Bertram's white Freightliner pontoon boat that he's been fabricating. This thing is just totally wacky and awesome. I don't even have the words.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait to see this thing out on the water. Bertram's going to fill us in a little bit on his build here, just what his plans are with this thing and where he got the cab and what it looked like to start with. Why don't you just take it from here, Bertram?
Yeah, so it just started in COVID when we got shut down. What do you do? So, you know, kind of found myself in this project, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something really cool that would be fun and people could just really have a lot of fun and connect with themselves. Like the days we used to run out to the beach and meet our buddies and had the best days ever, right? So just something around that, right? And I wanted to have a project that everybody, no matter what you liked or didn't like, you could connect to. So has a lot of artifacts in it that are from different cultures, from things, but yet still suit the theme, right?
Yeah.
So picked the white Freightliner because it's home to Kelowna. It's bringing it home, like it was manufactured back here in a day and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's right.
And so it's a community thing, right? So I love things that have multiple purposes.
Yep. Yep.
So my father said, "Hey, you build saunas. Why don't you make the cab into a sauna?"
I know.
I says,
Was it
"Dad, go?"
Yeah.
You know, whatever. And then 2 weeks later, I says, "You know, that's a hell of an idea. The measurements
Why
are almost
not?
bang on."
Yeah.
And then it gives me the privilege and the, like to be able to do the inside in cedar.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I thought, oh, the upholstery. What kind
Yeah.
of pick in there that's going to be good
Now,
around
was it?
water, right?
Question here about the cab first.
Yeah.
Was it a complete truck when you got it, or was it just the cab?
No, this originally was picked up out of Edmonton. It was out of a storage yard.
Okay.
I worked for a truck company out there, and they had it in storage, and they were just ready to scrap metal in
Yeah.
there. And somebody had put it on a raft on some barrels.
Oh yeah, I got you thinking.
And then they got
Yeah.
me thinking, like,
Yeah.
let's do this up so they can be used and be
Yep.
safe. Right?
Yep. Okay.
And so we finished gutting it and framing it and redid all the metal on the bottom, as you can tell there. And
Yeah.
and then we picked up a sleeper off of a Peterbilt. We chopped
Yeah.
that
Oh,
in
okay.
half.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
You know, you gotta have a Pete in there somewhere. So
Yep.
it's a rat rod, really.
Yeah. Oh, and
So
it matches
is,
real
right?
well, anyways.
You know?
Yeah.
And it had the knockouts for the stacks, so now I can put the Big Daddy stacks here. On
Yep. Oh yeah, you're gonna stick those on?
You know, you got the sizes here.
Oh, beauty.
so you know, what's a truck without stacks? It's kind of the bling on the truck. So,
Yeah.
So we'll have them longer and taller in there. Right?
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna look
And
good.
then we're gonna have because it's a sauna, we're gonna have the fireplace
Yeah.
hooked up to it, and then
That'll be your chimney, basically,
it'll be
right?
my chimney,
Yeah. Oh,
and
that's
then
great.
Also, you know, we're gonna have to put some flamethrowers on there.
Oh, I love
for
it.
at nighttime, right? So
Yeah, of course.
So
Go and watch the fireworks
I
and
need
turn on the
some,
flamethrowers.
Connections on that one. I still gotta
Yep.
those ones.
Yep.
Um,
I know some guys. I race at Penticton Speedway, and they do that on their cars sometimes. So
yeah, I don't want the gas. I want the propane.
The
ones.
propane, yep.
I don't know if you've ever seen any of the
Oh, yeah.
cars at
Yeah,
Burning,
just-
Burning Man.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so that's where we also got inspired from that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And the front grille.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that.
It was missing a grill, so I thought, well, let's make one.
Yeah.
And it's all out of aluminum, handmade, and it kind of threw a little bit of a steampunk twist into it.
Yep.
She's just tie strapped together because she's just sitting there right now.
Yeah.
But and it's got the pirate ship coming out of the logo.
That's-
Just how cool is that, right?
Yeah. It's perfect.
And they're a set of saloon doors, so they open up both ways, so you can pass your beverage or your needs, and then you can still have a couple of lawn chairs in the front.
Yep.
If it's one big door, then you wouldn't be able to use
Nope.
it, right?
Yep.
And for backup, underneath the white Freightliner is where the rad cap used to be, right?
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna cut that, notch that out a little bit bigger, just
Yep.
so you can, you know, put a beverage or an ice cream cone through there, maybe.
Sure.
Who knows, right? So, yeah. it's
Yeah,
all
and you got
about
extra
fun.
storage out front here. I saw that on the
Yeah,
Castanet video.
Yeah, it's all
Yep.
gonna be in here. We have the hinges. We got air supply already plumbed in here, so you can.
Oh, yeah.
Inflate
Inflate your dinghies.
inflatables. Yeah,
Yeah.
anything like
Oh,
that.
great.
Little,
Yeah.
things, and then we can have extra oars and poles for the bunk beds and stuff that we're gonna put in there.
Yeah.
That'd be removable.
Cool.
We're building. Here's a profile on the side. That's just sitting there. It's not done yet, but
Yeah. Did you take these? Were these pontoons already in existence, and you've just
yeah,
added?
I picked them up.
Yeah.
In Alberta. Alberta actually. So
Yeah.
and then modified them.
Mm-hmm.
And also with the transom, I picked that one up here in BC, the
Okay.
center one.
Yep.
And then and then we're extending the backs actually. That's what I'm doing, working on right now.
Yep.
Just have the sections of pontoon here. And
Okay. Yep.
so we got
Just to make her longer, yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm just hand bending up. My brake broke, so now
Oh, no.
if anybody's got a nice brake for sale, let me know.
I do know a guy with a, I think it's an 8-foot brake. I think he was actually contemplating getting rid of it.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to ask him.
Somebody. So yeah, I was just bending up these pieces here.
Yeah.
And then they'll go inside there, and then there's 2 fuel tanks, one in each side.
Yep.
Balance the boat out, keep the center of gravity really low, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And because the winds do pick up on the snake and everything like that, so you know, let's see the headlights. Hey, let's talk about those.
Yeah.
Those were fun, man. So again, it's all about connection and having something that you connect with. Some of the motorcyclists will right away pick up that those are headlight buckets off of a Harley,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I see it.
And so the original headlights, and this was like the 4.5, 5-inch, whatever, the smaller headlights, right?
Yeah.
And so we upsized these to 7.
Okay.
Because they got the projector lens and everything appears smaller, but they're still really big lights.
Yep.
The same lights as what go into Jeeps, right?
Yeah.
So the halo rings there, right?
Yeah,
And
those
halo-
lights would fit right into my Land Cruiser there, I think.
Yeah,
I like those,
and
yeah.
the halo rings, we're going to be able to turn on red on one side and green on the other, so we have our nav lights
Ah, good
and the
idea.
headlights.
Yeah.
Because typically colored lights in a car, you can't
Exactly,
be running
yeah.
color, right? But in
That's
a boat,
smart.
yeah, like, I mean, in here we're gonna have the Mexican bathroom. I wanted you to feel like you're on a holiday when you walk in.
Yep.
And so having magical places, what I've learned is that you make it a little bit different when you come in. So even here you got to duck just a little bit to get in the door, which is normal on boats and submarines and stuff.
Yeah.
So you come in here and it'll have a Mexican theme. And it's
So with like the Mexican tile work and stuff, like I lived in Mexico for 6 years, so I know what a
something
Mexican
like
bathroom
that.
looks like.
I just I have like a a copper Mexican mirror.
Okay.
That opens up and everything like that. It
Yeah.
just and I thought, okay, right there, like what's
Oh yeah.
it's kind of like the simplest holiday that most people maybe have been there. So
Yep.
when you come onto this boat, you're just gonna feel relaxed and zen, and it's gonna trigger these amazing
Yeah,
thoughts.
this
right?
is awesome.
And creativity, right? So this is one seat I got off old military motorcycle. I envision having a swing, so you have a chair like that.
Yep.
That can unbolt or slide right out, and then we can do the sauna thing in here really easy, right? And
Yeah.
it's not a chair that gets damaged or melted, or also these will be just on an arm that can sit up in
Yeah.
the front too.
So is this where you're gonna pilot the boat from too?
Yeah, we're gonna pilot the boat right from here.
Yep.
So
You could be in the sauna while you're cruising.
so you can, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna put a remote hydraulic wheelhouse at the very back too, right?
Okay.
So you can run it from the back, just
Yeah.
like a houseboat kind of thing, right?
Sure.
And then we're gonna have all cedar in here, so you get like your best friend's cedar cabin, right, kind of thing, and just a resort or
Yeah.
wherever
Oh,
you
that's
are
gonna be
at.
awesome.
And then there's gonna be a little hatch up here to go up. Of course, you gotta have that. That's
Right.
cool,
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
so we're gonna go up, and then there'll be a sun deck on here, just a cedar deck.
Yep.
So 2 people can lie down, or you can jump off of it and into the water. My
Yeah.
brother and I, we put this in the water. We tried jumping off. It's actually higher than you think it is.
I bet. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's the way it sounds.
So
You know, water slide popping off somewhere too.
well,
Hey, eventually.
we originally built this thing with the back articulating up like a dump truck.
Okay.
We're gonna have a slide on there, but we thought it was just kind of too unstable in the winds and everything else, and
Yeah.
we'll just kind of be more.
And this looks like it's gonna open up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's a grill.
Mhm.
Some of the funnest things, my brother and I were just chatting. What did we do when we were fun? Like, we didn't have video games and stuff back then, so we went over to my dad's buddy's place, and he had a set of saloon doors down in his basement
Yep.
in the bar, and we used
Yep.
to run and play hide and
So
go
there's
seek
yeah.
and go through these
Cool.
doors. So that's what these are.
Yep.
They're not finished from the back yet, but
Mhm.
from the front we got to see, or we will see.
Yeah.
They open up. You know, it's like that was an art project right there. It took
Yeah.
several months to make that one. And then it's got a little brass ship inlaid in here,
Mhm.
and then the LED lights in behind the remote control.
Yeah.
Just some trick stuff. And then we have the escape hatch here.
Little escape hatch, yeah,
So,
right out the bottom. Looks
yeah,
like Water
so we're
World,
going-
hey?
going to- yeah, exactly.
This thing would fit that movie well.
Inspired, inspired by that. And why
Got
wouldn't
any
you,
resin?
right? And then you know, maybe you want to do some fishing or something, so you just open that up and fish in the wintertime, whatever. Go ice fishing with this thing, put it on the ice. Who cares?
I love it. I love it.
It's just like I love things that have multiple purposes and gifts, and
Yeah.
if we want to just sit around and have a beverage. And
Yeah,
sauna,
these are still going to open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be framed in.
Cool.
And then you know, like at nighttime we can turn lights on and have the fish come there and we can admire them and
Yeah.
catch them, right?
Yeah.
So
Cool. Cool.
So you know, it's rough here. Only an artist.
Oh,
can see
yeah.
the finished
Yeah,
product,
yeah, no,
but,
I see it. I
this
see
is
it.
all subframe just to keep the measurements true, right?
Yep.
And so we.
Are you going to put an inboard motor in here too?
Yeah, so we were told basically that can't be done. So we went to Elon Musk's first principles. Well, what do you have? You have a box and you have a motor. Let's make it work. So
Yeah.
so
Well, heck, you could make it electric for that matter.
well, don't,
know,
don't say that because I wanted to so bad.
Yeah.
And I have built an electric car already and whatnot, and so
Yeah.
that was something the next boat will be.
You got all this real estate for solar panels,
I
you
won't
know?
tell you right now, but the next boat will be electric and it'll blow your mind.
All right.
And so we've got the biggest gas motor we could get, a 3.7.
Yep. So Bertram, what's this here?
Well, this is our donor boat here. This is what the power plant came out of.
Okay.
So we're taking the motor, the controls, electrical, the fuel tank motor, yeah, anything that we can use on it. Even the hooks and these vents here, we'll put them into the big gull wing up top, right?
Yep.
And yeah, I just laugh at the name of it.
She's the misbehaving.
I had a buddy in high school once and named his Charger that. And she has, you know, you can put a pencil in on both sides.
Yeah,
equally.
yeah. Just fits. Yeah, you wouldn't want to stuff a V8 in there really. It'd be
No,
real
you
tight.
can't get it in there, right?
Yeah,
So-
and this is not a speedboat, right?
No, it gives me what, 160, 70 horse. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's not below average. I mean, some of them run with 60 and 80 horse. So
Yeah, oh yeah.
So
Totally.
The hull design, the center pontoon is dropped down 5.5 inches. We're trying to get it so that it performs like a performance boat, so it rides up on that center
Okay.
pontoon.
Yep.
So maybe we will actually get more speed out of it than if it wasn't,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's really cool, the function. So I think we're going to make this room into a locker room so you can put your duffel bags and coolers and everything, and you can pull right up to the shore and you can just pass them in.
Oh, nice. Yep.
And or have water fights or whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It's just going to be.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a Freightliner on a pontoon boat before.
No. I mean, there's a couple in the world that have done the Peterbilt.
The Peterbilt.
You know,
Yeah.
But I just find that that's not the best use of space in the front.
Yeah.
There's a cab that can be used. Every inch of this can be used.
Totally.
So when the cedar is done, I'm gonna, in that front bumper, there's
Yeah.
storage. I'm gonna have some aluminum, basically poles, so you end up setting canvas bunk beds in there. So you just drop them into the holes here.
Yeah.
And you can
Okay.
sleep four guys or whatever. If
Yeah.
you're going out for a
Yeah.
salmon run or something.
Cool.
You know, the deck is really conducive to having a, you know, you want to throw quad or some, you know, I'm into electric
Yeah.
mountain bikes, right? Fat bikes, pardon me.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can go tour across to the island there and
Yeah.
go for a run.
Why
and
not?
come back. And so what my vision is so far, and I just love sharing it because then someone says, oh, well, why don't you do this, right?
Uh-huh.
So originally we were going to have the sides fold down or slide out.
Yep.
And a lot of thinking about, we want this thing to be the safest, most solid, strongest boat that you can be in, right? So
Yeah.
when things move and do this and they rattle,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
you know, so anyways, I had to surrender that.
Well, you've still got plenty of room though.
And we still do, you know.
Yeah.
It's still going to come out 6 more inches than the deck there.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and the neat thing about the, maybe we'll pull out that little model after, but the back will have the dump truck gate, but it'll be like a loading dock gate, so it can scissor open.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
Give you a little more room. Yeah.
My vision is I've got a 4-person jet ski that we can pull up on here.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
So when you say, hey, I'm off work late and we're already out in the lake, we just buzz over and get you,
Yeah.
and you come back.
Yeah,
Or
for
someone
sure.
has to leave, or we need supplies.
Yeah.
Just throw it behind the boat, right?
Yeah, why not?
But then this way I can transport it on one trailer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Totally.
And
Cool.
And pardon this thing, I spent a few nights out in the rain here. I used all my grade 6 skills in this one here. And it's not really to proportion, even though I tried with it at a 1/12 scale. But what you do get is the concept of it here.
Yeah.
I mean, the pontoon got flattened out here. But we're gonna, and the cab unbolted here.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have this whale tail on it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So kind of the Daytona Super Truck, you know, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you put that into commercial transport, right? Kind of thing, right? So I came up with this idea, and then sleeve it off the back, and then we'll have the tarp that comes out, just like it covers your dump truck load.
Oh, nice.
But then that'll be your structure over top, and maybe one day we'll get it so it drops down and buttons on there. So maybe New Year's we can go out for a cruise and light the fire. It'll be nice and warm everywhere.
Yeah, and that sun in the summer, if you're sitting back there, it gets really hot too.
Or weather, rain, or mosquitoes, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the tailgate.
Oh, that's the
It's going to be really cool because we can have it as a deck like that, so you can go up and then jump off into the water.
Yeah.
Or you could put a food spread on there or something like that, right?
Right,
Maybe somebody's celebration or lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
And or you could maybe flip it back in this way, and it could be a table that way too, right? Depending on, I don't know how we're going to use it because I've never done this before. So, but it can load down like that, and then we can, you know, mount a jet ski or load something in
Right
there.
in there. Yeah. Or like, you know, you'd be on the shore, so you could drive your quad in too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a dock or anything.
Dock,
like that,
shore,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
I just put these little baby benches in there just for ideas, but I think what we're going to do is line this side with a real nice pontoon bench. I was just trying to get some quotes on getting all that made up, and then with the purple color and everything else, so it matches, right?
Yeah.
Just a stripe in there. I don't want to go all purple. So purple. Hey, let's talk about that, right?
Yeah.
So purple. What is purple? We recognize that most of the guys will go, "Hey, that's plum crazy purple."
Plum
That's
crazy
Hemi
purple.
Cuda
Sure.
Purple, right?
Yeah.
And what I'm hoping is that everybody connects with it, you know. So it's a kind of a unisexual color that way. So purple being like amethyst, like a healing stone. Right? You know, the whole thing is that you come away in a healthier space than you were when you showed up, right?
Yeah.
And so purple is.
And this for the original color too.
Well, it's got
Or
about
maybe
5
yellow.
different colors.
Yeah,
on it.
I see a lot of purple already.
It's got yellow, red,
Yeah.
purple, white, purple, you know, everything, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. That's what we picked, and what I'd like to do is maybe put some black graphics on it there.
Yep.
So
Okay.
if anybody has any feedback on that, or like, let's hear about
Yeah.
it. Right?
Comment down below, guys.
Yeah, I'm all open.
Yeah.
That's really how this whole thing got built. Is people said, hey, you should have this, or you should have a cooler in the floor so we can pull the beverages out there in the sauna. I said, yep.
Yep.
So that's done.
Great
It's
idea.
Actually built. It's hidden in there.
Yeah.
Same with the escape hatch or the window to admire the fish or jump in the water or whatever you want to do, right? Like, why not?
Yeah.
You know, we're
Yeah, for
building
sure.
it now, right? So we're gonna bringing it back to the days when we had the Hot Wheels. Remember those with the whale tail?
Oh,
wing
yeah,
on
of
the
course.
trucks and
Yeah,
stuff like that. So
yeah.
we're gonna put a wing on the sleeper, right?
Yep.
And the cool thing about that is, as I mentioned, I like things with 2 purposes. So it'll be aesthetic, artistic, but also it'll be a solar panel.
Okay.
So inside of it, there'll be a solar panel.
Yeah.
It'll generate. We'll have a lithium battery pack on here, so we can. You're going to use lots of things. You got water pumps, you got this and that going, and so it'll be kind of fun, right?
Cool.
And you kind of teased me about making electric, so I so badly wanted to do that, but the next one will.
Yeah.
And this one will just be simple and easy. We can take it and
This would be so slow on electric too. It's so big. You know, the power you
this
need.
Way we can go all day, any day, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And we can go right from one end of the lake to the other. So
Yeah.
it's a long ways.
Oh, it is.
So,
Yeah.
whether you're in the shoe swap or here, right? So,
Yeah. Cool. And you brought out some other artifacts here.
Yeah, you got to see this. So this came out of, I don't know, the fella said like a 1918 maybe steam car or something. I'm not sure. Maybe one of the viewers will say, yeah, I recognize that. But
Yep.
I mean, they used a lot of these things in different things, right? So I do have the wood for it. It's only half the inside circle of the wood.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to try to do that. It's over 100 something years old, right? But I just thought, how perfect is that to have that in your nautical, have that in the drive. You know, we could hook up anything. We could hook up the gear. We could maybe even put the air horn on there, right? Because
Yeah.
every kid's going to be pulling it, right?
Oh, yeah. You got that.
So we got the air train horn that'll go up on top. Got to have that, right? And there's going to be a lot of brass and copper in there, right? It's just an all natural
Cool.
way of going around it, right?
Right on. Oh, I see your little air tank under there for the compressor.
We got the semi-air tank there.
Looks good.
Still a lot of finishing. We still got to weld just lots of stuff here. Yeah, but it's coming. Like, things are coming together.
Cool.
Oh, thanks, brother.
I saw that on Castnet this morning. I went, what?
Yeah.
I gotta go check it out.
Yeah, no, and that's really what it's about, is I'm hoping that everybody that sees it, whether they ride on it or not, they get the wow, like that was cool, right? And just get inspired, you know. This is my project from being inspired from some of my mentors, right? So
yeah, we'll come back in a month or two and we'll check out your progress.
Okay.
See you guys next time.